This is Laces or Faces, an NFL podcast from two dudes who follow Adam Schefter on Twitter.
I'm Woody.
I'm Dibs.
And this week we talk about
custom cleats. We interviewed Dad Bod Zach, and he's got some hype beast news for us.
celebrations of the week,
Who whizzed on the sideline?
new flat earthers.
And we talked to Unfootball Jay, get his picks, so place your bets now. All right, so we're back. In the top of the show, we wanted to give you guys some fantasy advice. You guys know me and Woody are big fantasy gods. I'm 1-1 in every league.
Absolutely, and I'm 0-4. If you do that times 2 weeks,
Sick.
it's 0-8.
Hell yeah. So we just wanted to give you guys some fantasy advice. These are some sleepers that, you know, they're going to last throughout the season. They're going to get you into the playoffs, hopefully the championship game.
Right, everybody's focused on the now, but we need to think about, those
Guys
late
that
weeks.
last.
Week 13.
Exactly.
Guys
that
week
are
12.
Built by bricks, So a good running back. He got drafted number 1 in a lot of leagues, and for some reason he's on the waivers now. But David Johnson is available, guys. He's a great running back. Lots of points.
Lots of points, lots of yards.
He'll be there through the whole season.
Absolutely.
Who should I get as a quarterback, if I'm not feeling Brady or Rodgers right now?
He's also way down on the waivers, and you got to pick up Andy Luck.
Nice. Lots of luck there.
Absolutely.
So if you need another quarterback, you're not feeling Andy. I know Brian Hoyer is slaying in 49er land, right?
Completely destroying.
Yeah, so he's kind of a sleeper, guys. Look out for him. He's a vet, honestly. So throws a lot of picks, touchdowns, and pick him up. So hopefully you're celebrating some wins in your fantasy leagues. But
I know I am, but you know what that means?
That means that
celebrate good times.
Come on. So yeah, we're gonna do a celebration of the week. It's gonna be hard to pick one because there's so many. But yeah, the NFL, I don't know if you heard, has kind of lightened up their celebration rules.
Wait, what? They're not the no fun league anymore?
Not anymore, man. They're more like the nasty fun league. Yeah, so they're gonna allow some celebrations, not everything. No violence, no sex.
It's all up to Roger Goodell.
Right. Ultimately, it lands on his desk.
PG-13.
Right. America's
just some good family fun.
Good family fun. Let them celebrate. Which honestly, I was good with when they came out with that news. But so we've got a few, I guess. I'll say top 4, top 5 that we saw this week that could probably win celebration of the week. And we'll put out a Twitter poll, so make sure you hit that up.
Yeah, for sure. All of our 97 followers. The Steelers were throwing the dice.
It's throwing the dice, man. That was an awesome one. So I was doing a little research, and one of the things that's legal is premeditated group celebrations.
I like that it's premeditated.
Right. So
what if it was spontaneous then?
It could have been. Then that's illegal, and they can find that out. So the Steelers decided to do a little dice throw.
Got to be honest, never done that.
Never done that. I've always wanted to, but I also read that the NFL decided they were going to maybe fine them for that, which is here we go, guys. The NFL's identity crisis. We're fun. No, we're not. We're going to, penalty, whatever. But another one I liked was the Kareem Hunt took a nap on the ball.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite.
Which I've heard is also legal. You can lay on the ground now. Tajay Sharp got fined for that last year. And you can use the ball as a prop also. So
hey, good.
That's good. We saw some Deion Sanders shuffles with the Ravens.
Yeah, I like that he brought that one back.
That was nice. That's a good one always. Yeah. And the Broncos, they did the spin and salute. Lots of spins this year.
Lots of spins and really big. I think it's probably that whole Jordy and Aaron Rodgers thing that I see every single
tornado.
Sunday.
I know. It's so exciting.
Oh man, look who's going to spin it longer. Looks like Aaron wins this week.
Yeah, it's terrible. But another good one we saw Atlanta against the Packers. Terrible game, but I did like the celebration. I think Freeman. I don't know who plays offensive line on the Atlanta. Who
Wait,
cares?
you don't know the big white guy that plays offensive line?
I don't. But anyways, Freeman shot the football into a hoop made by the offensive lineman's arm. So that was pretty neat.
And I love all the articles. They're like, Falcons go for 3 after they score a touchdown.
Oh man.
Oh, I get it.
Got it.
Really
because
good.
It's basketball, guys. That's a 3-point.
Man, I'll click that article.
Right, clickbait here. I don't know what is it though with for some reason football players love to imitate basketball.
Basketball
everyone loves.
Is in.
Yes, and this is illegal. I looked it up. You can't dunk on the goalpost, which is so dope. I wish they would let that.
It's because it bends, I guess.
Yeah, they don't want to break it, but. They love doing freaking basketball.
I did see the Chiefs, Chris Jones. He's a lineman. He got a sack and he pulled that LeBron move.
Oh, he did the LeBron.
The knee up, arm down thing.
You got to clap the chalk, right?
Yeah, whatever that means.
So, yeah, lots of good. I saw some, pseudo Lambo leaps in the Broncos dirt field, but
Tons of them.
The
Raiders.
Sorry, Raiders.
It's sad that they got to play on a baseball field.
It is sad to get them a stadium in Las Vegas, but
Seriously.
yeah. So lots of good celebrations. Like I said, hit up Twitter, vote in the poll. I think Woody's leaning towards Kareem Hunt. I really appreciate the Steelers, group thing. So
trying to get everybody in.
We'll see who wins. We'll see.
And when you talk about celebrations, there's a lot of dancing, and of course, there's one big Dancing with the Star this week on the sideline.
Dude, I really hope he does do Dancing
Also,
with
I'm
the
calling
Stars.
that right now.
That would
After this season, Marshawn Lynch will be on Dancing with the Stars. Could you imagine the interview with that one woman, Erin Andrews, that I can't stand?
She can do sports and dance.
Yeah.
Dude, seriously though, I love Marshawn. He is stolen my heart over the summer and
For
coming
real.
back.
All he had to do was go back to his hometown and have a personality.
Have a personality, man. I don't even I just saw all the Instagram videos of him dancing like crazy, and I don't know why. It wasn't like they scored, right? It was just.
I think he was just like a good song. It was like some song. I don't know what the song was because I'm not hip on the hip hop, if you will. Yeah. So, but I think it was something about Oakland, some Oakland song or something. So
yeah.
He was just losing it.
I mean, it was kind of chilling to see him dancing and the whole stadium just getting into it.
Yeah.
And
And it was on the Jumbotron,
right.
So all the Jets got to see it, and they're upset about it
because they're getting killed.
Yeah, I mean, they're pissed at themselves. They're like, hey, he's winning. He's allowed to do that.
Right.
So,
right.
The Jets are going to feel that way for, I don't know, maybe 16 games this week.
Probably.
This year.
Probably, yeah. They're tanking on purpose, I think. But it was funny, a little troll. I mean, they weren't playing Seattle, but I did hear about Derek Carr on the goal line.
Seattle!
There's an audible, which, I mean, I bet you can't guess what it was.
Yeah. But it was kind of confusing, he audibled to a fade pass, which I don't know why, because they should have let Marshawn run it in the Super Bowl.
I think that was
But maybe that's a better play. We don't know football. We're not football guys.
We're not football guys. We're not coaches. We've never played football. We only know one person that did, Brandon, if you're listening.
I just like the trolling.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, you got to respect that.
I wish he would have pulled out, a little bit of, what was that guy? Hello, Seattle. What's that guy's name?
Who?
Remember Owl City? He had that song.
Oh my God, Owl City, dude! If he's still around, he better be a listener of the show. What else we got on Marshawn here?
He gave out Skittles to all of
His
Oakland.
favorite candy.
Yeah, and there's this amazing commercial for it, and there's this picture of Marshawn smiling, legitimately smiling,
just legitimately happy. Man, seriously, he's seriously winning my heart over. I mean, and I don't even like the Raiders, but. I did want to touch on another annoying commercial that I saw over the weekend.
Yes.
I know we talked about a few last week, but I was watching this about the turf guy for Denver Mile High Stadium, and it was some I don't know if he was saying it, but he said you have to know how many times a blade of grass can be stepped on by a cleat.
Oh man, and I love how they're like, oh, look at Peyton sneaking up on the guy. Peyton loved that guy.
Right, Peyton talked to him every week.
Yeah, he did. They acted like they didn't shoot this 6 or 7 different takes for Papa John to smile correctly into the camera.
I know.
But if that guy knows about how many times a blade of grass can be stepped on by a cleat. Cleats are in, by the way.
Cleats are in. I don't know if you guys know this.
And since it's week 2, we're seeing a lot of cleats out there. So I figured out we should go ahead and hit up our boy, Dad Bod Zach. He's a sneakerhead, hype beast. You know all the terms. So we figured we can bring him on here and he can let us know a little bit about this whole cleat situation.
Guys, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate having me on the show.
So how did all this custom cleat stuff start? How did it come about? What's going on? Where did this come from?
So, it's a great question. There's a lot of things you could talk about, but I think it starts with the sneaker market. Honestly, the sneaker market has been on the up and up for years. It's about supply and demand. There's facets to acquiring a pair of highly sought after shoes. There is a really a high demand for sneakers. So when something drops, the accessibility continues to go down. A lot of that obviously is because the introduction of online sales and purchasing. But it's pretty exciting to see how these shoes continue to change hands, what the accessibility is like. Getting your hands on a pair, highly unlikely. So I think that's what's led into players on the field wearing exclusive stuff.
So this is all Kanye West's fault?
Yes. Honestly, I think everything points to Kanye.
Doesn't it?
We're in agreement on that.
Probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do we know? I mean, I always see like the Instagrams come out right before, like I heard about OBJ's cleats and stuff, but they can only wear them in warm-ups, right?
Yeah, so that was kind of what we started talking about, but PEs or player exclusives, not PEDs.
Right.
Yeah.
Different.
Not PEDs, right. That's different. So PEs are obviously the NBA has been big in this. The NFL is obviously starting to take note of it, but they're player exclusives. So they're colorways that are not available at retail. So for an NFL player that's taking an iconic shoe or something that's got a lot of hype behind it and then creating a pair of cleats out of it, there's a strict policy of wearing things that are sanctioned by the NFL. Exclusive cleats, PEs, anything like that. That's not usually in the realm of something that you would wear, but they know they can also get a lot of hype from it. And people are watching like, oh man, they're in warm-ups. What are they wearing and stuff like that? And obviously you're not just going to turn it off after the warm-ups. You're going to watch the game. So they'll allow it to an extent, but they want to obviously make their money off of it. So this year, the Air Jordan 13 is the big one. Players like Des Bryant, Crabtree, Joe Hayden, they're all wearing, different, whatever their team's colors are, but a lot of different colorways of the Air Jordan 13 this year.
Interesting. So what do you see for the rest of the season? Like, this year we're going to have my calls, my cleats. So are we going to, what else are we going to see out there?
Oh yeah. This year, a lot of people are paying attention. So last year, I think you saw a lot of people that were getting custom cleats created and, maybe it's airbrush or like hand painted stuff. I know OBJ had a couple pairs of things that he was the only person to ever wear those. He wore them in, warm-ups a little bit and then they never touched the field again. And I think you'll see a little bit more of that. But now that, the guys from Supreme have gotten into it with the Subtempo, seeing OBJ create not only his version of that, but, wearing them and then being so exciting and sparking a lot of conversation and stuff like that, I think we'll be seeing a lot more.
Yeah, because that leads into what I was going to say. What is the big deal about OBJ's like Monday night reveal?
Supreme was established as a skateboarding brand in New York City around 94. A lot of their wearables are influenced by like the scene and the culture at the time. But it's kind of the brand that was created that's kind of gotten the popularity. So athletes, artists, everybody is coveting these things that they are putting on sale or whatever it is. They're trying to get a hold of them. And that brand has just continued to gain popularity and hype. So Nike, Supreme, they got together and created an updated version, like over 20 years later, of the shoe that Scottie Pippen wore in 1996. So basically what they did was they created 3 different colorways of the original Uptempo, but they created them with the Supreme logo instead of the Air that was on the side of them. And so OBJ took that a step further and took the colorway that everybody was, I guess, most excited about, which is the gold colorway, a little bit of red, but the white soles, and put OBJ 13 down the side instead of the SUP
for
Supreme.
Would.
Of course he would, and the crazy thing is he can,
That's true.
because he's OBJ.
Yeah.
So
cool. So are there any, are there any custom cleats we can get our hands on right now?
Yes. So first I'll start off by saying, if you get a chance, check out the article Soul Collector posted about OBJ prior to the Giants Monday Night Football game. So they reminded us that OBJ signed an endorsement with Nike the offseason that was close to about $30 million, I believe was the number.
Small chunk.
But, that means he has access to the portfolio. And so Supreme Nike collaboration to create the Subtempo, not something that would normally be okay, but I think the endorsement has a lot to do with it. But there's, some of the athletes that I mentioned earlier, Des Bryant and Joe Hayden, they have contracts with Jordan Brand. There's a lot of folks that have contracts with Adidas that owns not only the Yeezys, but I don't know if you guys have seen the Ultra Boost lately, but Adidas is doing all right. So I think this is going to be more and more of a conversation, and it's all because the sneaker market has gained popularity. But the fact that we couldn't go out and buy the majority of these also has a lot to do with it. That's kind of the exciting part.
Well, Dad Bod Zach, thanks. We appreciate it.
Hey, thank you guys. Keep up the good work. This is primo content. So
we try.
Much love.
So we just talked to Zach about the cleats, and of course OBJ is the star this week with his cleats. Hype beast. And it was he had that Savage
visor, right?
Yeah, and I thought it looked really.
Did he wear it in the game?
I have no idea.
Okay. See, I still don't know what are the rules here. Like, it's like you can wear this and warm up, you can't. Like, I don't get it.
I don't know, but I saw there was a picture from the equipment manager guy.
EM.
Yeah, he posted a tweet of it. So.
Oh, nice. You follow him? OBJ, man. You can't. He may only catch 6 balls, but who cares?
He went 4 for 36.
Yeah, but he's got cool cleats.
Yeah, super cool cleats
and cool visors.
And he's a savage visorman. And I just want to say that it looked like one of those license plates with puff paint.
Rest in peace, Miranda.
Exactly. That's what it looked like.
Forever in our hearts.
Rest in peace, your playoffs, because it's not happening this year.
That's right. Obviously, because the Lions stomped them, which was, NFC North, whatever. I'll cheer for you guys. I did watch that game, one of the games I got to watch, and I swear I do this every year. But Matt Prater hit 2 or 3 51-yarders, big ones, and every year I'm like, dude, this guy looks like freaking Nick Swartzen. So I grabbed my phone, I Googled Nick Swartzen, Matt Prater, and it's just pages and pages on Google Images of collage pics of both of them. It's kind of funny because I know Swartzen is actually a Vikings fan, which is disgusting. I don't even know if Swartzen's relevant anymore, but
probably not.
Probably not.
Well, you also know who's not relevant anymore?
The Chargers.
Exactly.
Because they play in a high school stadium.
Yeah, the StubHubs. Sorry. The San Diego StubHubs.
Freaking Chargers, man. LA wants a freaking good football team so bad, but...
So bad.
Is it third time's a charm? Maybe we're going to have the LA Bucks next year? I don't know.
I like it.
I don't know.
I like it.
Calling it.
But this game, it was all over the place, and we found out why it's a problem to play in a soccer stadium because there's only one tunnel, and of course, at halftime, the Dolphins and the Chargers get after each other.
The same freaking tunnel.
Running next to each other after a pretty big hit, and so they started, a little skirmish going on in the tunnel skirmish.
I saw that. So some fan was filming it, and they didn't actually hit each other, right? But
not really. They, the grabs.
The grabs. They were just getting hyped for the second half.
Yeah,
definitely.
You guys are on the same team.
Kirk Cousins. So as you guys know, you can get a Rams ticket for pretty cheap. Because they don't play in the StubHub, but they play in the Coliseum.
That's right.
Just across the street. But LA attendance, guys. If you want to go to a football game, pretty sure you can get a ticket.
Only on Sunday, though. Don't go on Saturday.
Only on because USC Texas, vintage Vince Young.
Wow.
But no, how many people were at the Chargers game?
So the Chargers game had about 25,000, and the Rams had 56,000. Which that's pretty good, but it's probably because those tickets were $6. And so combined, that was around 82,000. But for the USC Texas game on Saturday night, it was 84, almost 85,000 people showed up at the Coliseum
to watch boys play football,
right?
Versus professionals.
I heard it was a good game, but I don't watch college football.
And plus,
apparently, that's a big thing this week is that the NFL isn't as good as college football.
Ooh.
Which I don't understand that.
I'm gonna have to disagree. It's only week 2. I
know.
I will say there hasn't been as many great games as maybe they hyped up. But like I said, it's week 2. It'll take a while. It's taking a while for teams to mesh.
Well, that's because no one watched the Chiefs and the Eagles.
No one did watch that game, dude. That was a great game.
Because that one came down to the wire and an actual onside kick that worked.
That was awesome, dude. And it was perfect because I guess I don't know what you call him, but the Eagles player, he had his hand in the right spot.
And tipped it forward
so that that was pretty dope. And then Carson Wentz, I give credit to the kid. I can't remember where he's from. It's some small... Oh, yeah, South Dakota.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys knew that. But he drove down the field. He gave him a shot, right? You have to give him credit there.
The Eagles did lose that game, but you know who did win is Dexter McDougal.
Who is that anyways?
I don't know. He's a guy on the Eagles.
Oh, man. He was he whipped out the yang, though, on the sideline.
Yeah, he did.
I guess you couldn't go to the locker room. Like,
I mean, when you got to go, you got to go.
Why don't you just get in the stupid blue tent that they zip up and hide everybody?
Pop that thing open and there should be a toilet in there.
Yeah, there probably is. Who else? I don't know. I think there's like free massages in there too.
Yeah, if you haven't, I put this on our Instagram and it's all over the internet anyway. But there's picture of it and there's two guys holding the Gatorade towels, like shielding him while he's peeing what looks like into just one of like these, not even a bucket. I don't know what you call this thing. But I want to know, like, are those guys water boys? Is that their responsibility?
They might be. They might be.
It's their fault because they overhydrated him.
Right. It is their fault. They gave him too many. They gave him too many hydrogen and oxygens, and now he has to pee in the middle of the freaking game.
And the best part is this one guy's face who's like looking away and like I don't know if
he's not looking.
He's embarrassed that he's going to be looking at this guy's penis.
I think he's doing the urinal thing where it's like stare straight, don't look down. McDougal is obviously the type of guy that pulls over on the side of I-40 and does like the car door trick where you just like the car door's slightly open and you lean in and you pee down. I feel like he's that type of guy.
I don't have that kind of ability.
I don't either. Or aim. Let's talk about how much the Packers suck.
Yeah.
All right, no, we're not homers. But
they sucked real bad on Sunday
night.
They
sucked real bad. I said it's week 2, guys. Chill. It's fine.
Wait, what did he say last year?
Well, he's chill? A couple years ago he said relax. RELAX.
That's right.
Last year he said we're gonna run the table, which I saw Packers fans are already saying. So that'd be dope. I'd love to run the table. Go 14-0.
Yeah, 2-1, 14-1, 15-1.
14. Yeah, it'd be 15.
Whatever. Anyway, right. A team that's definitely not going 15-1.
Nope.
The Browns.
The Brownies. I don't know if you guys knew Joe Thomas played 10,000 consecutive snaps. It's a big deal.
Big story this year. And so I was like, all right, who were the quarterbacks that snapped that ball?
He's had a few boyfriends.
Oh, yeah, I guess they grabbed that ball from underneath his cheeks.
Underneath his booty.
Is he the center? I don't even know.
I guess so. No, he's not. No.
We don't know football.
Exactly. We're not guys.
Browns fans. Exactly. But hey, good for you guys that are out there still following the Browns. Okay, so it started with Brady Quinn, who then led to Derek Anderson. Don't know that name. Colt McCoy. I do remember Colt McCoy.
Good
Jake
backup.
Delhomme. Oh, man. Seneca Wallace.
These are some...
Colt McCoy again, and then Seneca Wallace in 2011.
Okay.
Brandon Whedon. Oh, that's a big one. Thad Lewis.
Sounds like a bro.
Who the heck is Thad Lewis?
It's only one snap.
Jason Campbell, Brandon Wheaton again, yep. Brian Hoyer, our boy.
High beast, not a high beast, but a sleeper quarterback. Guys.
Then Brian Hoyer again in 2014. Johnny Manziel.
Your man's.
The boy. Connor Shaw. Josh McCown, who's a vet. Johnny Manziel again.
Yep.
Then Austin Davis. Then, of course, RG3.
Who?
Josh McCown. Cody Kessler. Deshaun Kaiser, and we can add another one to that guy, whatever his last name, Hogan, because Kaiser got a migraine because it was a stressful situation.
But he played. He still played.
He came back in.
Hey, a lot of pressure on the rook. Give him some cred.
Hey, good for him for, making migraines something that people can recognize and learn about.
Right. Everyone deals with them, so let's not forget about people with migraines. Who's got a migraine though this week?
Great transition. Jerry Jones.
Jay Jones. There's a little, not to steal, but there's a little trouble in paradise because Jerry Jones he's not as happy with Goodell as we thought.
No.
When we first started the show, we were pretty sure, him and Goodell had dinner weekly. But he's trying to slow down the contract negotiations for Goodell, who's like the highest paid sports figure.
Who plays nothing.
Does
nothing. He does some stuff, but I don't know what he does.
I don't know.
I think he just hands out fines.
He hands out fines and pisses the NFLPA off. But so they're trying to slow down his contract negotiations while also battling for, is Zeke coming back? I don't know.
He's back now. He's appealed. So
he's back.
For however long, probably till next year until he gets sat for 10 games.
Which is fine because he went 9 carries for 8 yards against the Broncos.
Little known fact, not little known actually, a lot of people said it. Tom Brady rushed for 9 yards.
Oh my gosh, he can run?
Apparently, he's got the ankle warmers.
I was going to say, does he have to take the ankle warmers off?
Well, that's usually second half sort of thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So good for you, Brady. They had a pretty good game. Who'd they play?
The Saints.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The Saints. I saw the Saints. They were talking to some high schoolers last week to see if they wanted to come play cornerback.
Anybody want to play defense?
Anybody. The Saints defense sucks. And what's up with AP? Like, he's only getting like 6 carries.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's mad about it, too.
Yeah, he said he wasn't mad, but he looks mad. Actions speak louder than words, AP.
I can already see him walking out to the tree to get that snitch.
Snitch. Switch. Get that snitch. Yeah, I would get that.
Get that switch. He's going to beat Sean Payton's little booty.
And, of course, Tom Brady does, he gets mad when he gets beat real bad, and so he comes out and just destroys that tiny little defense of the Saints.
He's like, Dad, you don't want to piss him off because he'll come back.
Because he's coming with the switch.
Yep, he is.
AKA touchdowns.
AKA Gronk spike ball.
Seriously, I mean, Gronk had a really good game, but then, of course, his body of jello fell apart. And I'm telling you now, it's not about his weakness
and his awesome. You don't think that giant brace pad thing helps him?
Oh man, the people that wear that, I hate it so much.
It's like the fullbacks with the neck.
It's the new neck bar.
Yeah, it's like instead of having an arm, I'm just gonna wear this giant pad.
Because Clowney wears it, because JJ Watt wears it, because Gronk wears it.
Right.
But anyway, I'm just gonna lead this back to what I talked about couple episodes back. It's the Madden curse.
Hey, you called it. You called it the
one by
precursor
one.
to the curse.
It's starting Edelman, then it's Gronk, and it's getting closer and closer on the line. Realize wide receiver, tight end. It's getting so close to Tom Brady. It's going to be a lineman soon, and then it'll be.
And then someone's going to know what's going to happen is someone's going to take out Bill. And he's going to break his hip. And he's going to have to retire from the NFL, and the Patriots' downfall will officially begin. Call it right here. I can't wait. I cannot wait till the Patriots are last in the AFC. East or whatever they're in.
That's going to be a day of days.
That will be.
I'll tell you one day that's not going to happen.
What's that?
The Ravens DNA day.
Ah, dang it, man. I was looking so forward to that.
What is a DNA day?
Dude, DNA day is where you find out if you're related to Thomas Jefferson or not.
It doesn't make any sense. Why do the Ravens want our DNA?
I don't know. Probably because they want to find out who could play quarterback besides Joe Flacco.
That's true.
There are certain strains of DNA of quarterbacks.
And they better not match up with Colin Kaepernick because they're not hiring him.
No, exactly. He's too much trouble. I mean, we wouldn't want to win games.
Well, let's be honest. They're just collecting everyone's spit so they can figure out how to cover up another murder, maybe another domestic violence case.
I'm not sure who you're talking about.
I don't know what you mean.
Loose.
No.
Yeah, so DNA day, guys. Look out.
It's going to be rescheduled.
It's going to be rescheduled. Don't worry, Baltimore fans. I know we have a lot of Baltimore listeners.
Yeah, if you're a Balmer guy, go ahead and DM me about whatever DNA day is.
We'd love to have you on the show and interview you.
Keep me woke.
Keep me woke, but not too woke because we don't want Kaepernick.
So I do know one team that needs to figure out their quarterback DNA, and that's the Bears.
Oh yeah, they're struggling.
They're awful.
They are awful, man. Mike Glennon though, he's the answer, right?
He's the cream of the crop. He's worth all that money.
Oh my gosh, I really wish they would learn. I thought about the Browns. They finally were like, screw Osweiler, screw trying to actually make it to the playoffs. Let's let Kaiser play.
Right.
Let him learn. Let him get snaps. This is what the freaking Bears need to do, man. Put in Mitch.
Rebuilding year.
Yeah, it's rebuilding. And
go ahead and set it up because Glennon is like Santa Claus already. He's giving away the ball with a bow on it every game. Really into the pick six.
2 games, 2 TDs. 2 picks, 2 fumbles. They're struggling for years. Dude.
I do like his balls though, because he threw his wide receiver under the bus and said, I shouldn't have thrown that because he just wasn't winning the matchup. And usually, if he's not winning the matchup, I'll look somewhere else. But threw it anyway.
Man.
So it's not your fault.
And
it's definitely your wide receiver's fault.
I will say his receivers, like Cameron Meredith is out, Kevin White's out.
Yeah,
all these great receivers that no one's ever heard of are out. So.
And the only one that anyone did hear about got traded. Move to the Eagles. So, what do you do?
What do you do, Glennon? Put in Mitch.
Go Bears.
Blorders alert. He's not the QB of the future.
And I mean, we saw a little bit of glimpse into what their fan base is going to be doing for the rest of the year.
I think they're trying. I really do think they're trying to take after the Bills Mafia, man.
Hey, I don't blame them. Jumping into a pool of mayonnaise.
That was disgusting. I hate mayonnaise.
Why? Why?
I literally was gagging watching it.
Ugh.
You're right though. They need to do a collab with Mustard Guy.
Absolutely. Condiments galore.
Do the Jags play the Bills?
They're AFC.
They're both AFC.
Yeah.
So it's possible.
It could happen.
It's possible.
I don't know if it's happening this year.
Like I said, we're not football guys.
So, like the Bills and the Jaguars, they got nothing to do on Sunday, so they might as well go ahead and play some video games.
Yeah, dude, play some new Madden or something
No, actually,
be more fun.
Play Call of Duty.
Ooh, new one comes out November, right?
Yeah, and you know who's in it?
Who?
Le'Veon Bell.
Why?
I don't know. Also, Villanueva's in it.
Okay, but Villa, I can't say that name. Villanueva. He's actually a veteran, right? Because I saw his commercial with the insurance. Whatever.
Right, the like credit card
like
union
8 times
thing.
last year. Yeah.
Yeah, and so
what is Le'Veon Bell doing?
I don't know. I think his rap career just blossomed into this
video game career.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so maybe he'll focus. Maybe he'll be on Twitch later.
Maybe he'll be a medic and like he just jukes like Nazi soldiers or something. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess.
Oh, dude, I want to be Le'Veon Bell because I'm so fast when I go and like give the needles to the guys.
Le'Veon Bell is the new awkward skinny guy in Hacksaw Ridge.
Hacksaw Ridge.
He's the new skinny, awkward white Steve guy in Hacksaw Ridge. That's who he is. So this week we've got Jay Elliott. He's a huge football guy. He bets on every game every week.
Big football guy.
Yeah, he makes pretty good living actually betting on games. So we did a rapid fire games with him real quick. He's going to pick the winners. I would take these to heart, guys. He knows what he's talking about.
I don't know any of the teams though, dog. All right. What do you want? Go.
Ravens, Jaguars.
Ravens.
Broncos, Bills.
Broncos.
Steelers, Bears.
Steelers.
Saints, Panthers.
Panthers.
Bucks, Vikings.
Bucks.
Browns, Colts.
Colts.
Dolphins, Jets.
Jets.
Texans, Patriots.
Patriots.
Falcons, Lions.
Falcons.
Ooh, Giants, Eagles.
Giants.
Seahawks, Titans.
Titans, baby. Get on.
Nashville.
Yeah.
Represent.
Chiefs, Chargers.
Chargers.
Bengals, Packers.
Bengals.
What?
Ooh.
Screw you, dude. Hang on. Screw him.
Raiders, Redskins.
Skins.
And the last one, Cowboys, Cardinals.
Cowboys.
Ooh. Jay's picks of the week.
Thanks, bro. Seriously.
You're welcome. I love all of you.
I just want to finish up this episode. I learned that Sammy Watkins is a flat earther.
Wow. Some of these guys, I don't know if it's because they're just brilliant minds, but like between him and Kyrie, I'm almost a flat earther, dude. Not every year. It seems like somebody's coming to like that one guy was really into mermaids. Right. Well, NFL guys are big science guys. That's true. It's known. A lot of them have biology degrees. Yeah. Science, if you will. Exactly. Well, that's it for this week. Find us on the socials, guys. Insta at Laces or Faces. Twitter, Laces or Faces. Facebook, we on there. That's it. I heard you gave our old buddy a call. I did. And we're gonna play it for you guys as proof. But I told you we were gonna have Jeff Fisher on this week. He said to call him at 5:30. I called him at 5:29 and went straight to voicemail. So I don't know why he's ignoring me. I did make him pay for the Uber Saturday night. That might be it. But yeah, so I'll try and sort things out with him, try and patch it over. Hopefully he'll be on next week because we really want to talk about his flat earth theory as well.